what I've learned that is one of the biggest health issues in America today. It is lack of fulfillment. I see the heads move. I know I've hit a run right there. I'm 57 years old. As I have gotten older in my life and in my career, that word resonates with me so much. We went after money. We went after what was security. We went after what we thought was going to be the long-haul ride, and we got on that ride, and what the heck happened? We're suddenly depressed. We suddenly can't get up in the morning. We suddenly don't like to go into work. I go, whatever you do, don't tick off the employer so much that you get fired. I don't care how bad that job is. I don't care how bad your life is. Don't let yourself get fired. Because as much as you're going to tell me how wonderful it is when you took your stuff off your desk, you got it in the car, you went merrily down the road, and you went, I'm frickin' out of here, I'm loving life, okay? 2 weeks after that, you're going to be a different person. You are going to be a very different person. It's amazing how we take ourselves sometimes, isn't it? And we move ourselves away from what really is important in life, and that comes back to that word fulfillment. Now, here's more of the health factor. People like to think this is home and this is work. And these two lives are separate and they don't interact. They do. I see. You get it, don't you? If you aren't happy at work, you're not going to be a very fun person to be around at home, which puts pressure on the relationship. Let's go the other way. If you're having trouble in your marriage or your relationships with your significant other, your husband or your wife, you bring that into work. You think the boss doesn't pick up on that? We read energy. We understand. We know there's something wrong. We can't put our finger on it. And so it creates a crisis in that situation too. Because here's another major part of life that people have trouble with in getting to fulfillment. You ready? Change comes anyway. Learn it. Regardless, change happens. Life has change. But here's what I've learned. It's okay. It's really okay. You ready for this? I didn't always look this good, okay? Here we go. That's me. Yeah, I know. I know. You can laugh all you want, but believe it or not, that glasses style is coming back. Have you seen it lately? Well, that's me at a radio station at age 19. And we played, are you ready for this? Records back then. Vinyl. Here's me in Columbia, South Carolina, and I got fired from a radio station. They put me on the front page of the state newspaper the next morning. But change is okay because in 45 days from that moment, I ended up working for WSJS in Winston-Salem. I almost made it here to Roanoke at one point in my career. So change is not a bad thing because it just meant a new town and a new part of my job, and life moved on. What you put out, in many cases, is what you get back. So we have to be very careful of the energy that we exude as human beings towards each other, towards our employers, towards our children, our wives, our husbands, because the universe is fair, and a lot of times it gives you what you're asking for. We all need to be like a child sometimes. I have a client one time, the nurse actually, and he said, I've told myself I can't play guitar. I can't sing. I can't be that rock and roll guy anymore because I can't support myself and it's not the right thing to do. And am I asking too much? Isn't that like being a child going after what you want? Be the child. Live it. Ladies and gentlemen, life is meant to be lived with passion. It's fun. Thank you very much.